I never thought that this day would be here. 6 years ago, when I started my notary business, there were no notaries who were really discussing the importance of having an online scheduling component. I know, that's hard to believe because nowadays you see everybody with a Calendly booking link, some type of set more booking link, some type of booking apparatus. But allow me to refresh your memory. 6 years ago, there was this event that took place. If you recall, it's called the pandemic, and everybody who was a notary public instantly ran to the loan signing industry. They erroneously call it a business because it's not a business because you are being fed appointments by this third party service apps and listings and whatnot, title companies, what have you. But that's neither here nor there. We'll say that for another video. But so they didn't need a booking apparatus. I know, it's hard to believe, but those people did not need some type of uh, structure that would secure appointments and close deals. 99, if not 100% of their appointments came from signing services. It came from title companies. Imagine this for a moment. There were companies who were directing traffic. You got all of your work, 100%, from another company. Private pay clients was looked down upon. Even to this day, even still to this day, many notaries who are heavily reliant upon the real estate industry don't have these booking apparatus. So, in doing that, like we always say, if there's a crowd of people going one way, then the likelihood of you having success is not very high because you're getting the result that everyone was getting. We went the other way, primarily because we know that this refinance wave, this lower interest rate environment would not last forever. And at some point, you had to get back to serving the public, the community. And fast forward 5 years, 6 years later, what have we noticed? All of these 2020 influencers, 2021 notary signing agent influencers who were just getting appointments just because they had a notary commission and calling themselves mentors and experts, where are they now? They're gone, aren't they? They're nowhere to be found. No explanation. Poof. Listen, man, anybody could have been an expert or called themselves a quote unquote expert at that time. But if what you recommended worked so well, then why aren't you no longer in the business? One thing that I had the entire time was a booking apparatus. I was among the first notaries, if not the first one, and I strongly believe I was the first one who introduced automation. This is 5 years ago, by the way, 5, 6 years ago, automation to the notary industry. And I did it by using Calendly. This landing page was the focal point of my operation. You can look around the internet and you can still see that some people still have this exact same setup. The complimentary call, that's a telltale sign. The 1 to 2 signatures, 3 to 4 signatures, that's a telltale sign. Legacy planning or estate planning, real estate, which is not loan signing. And here's how you can tell because you can look into the descriptions and you can look at the appointments themselves. And these questions, you'll see these questions, you'll see these exact same questions. Answer the address where signing takes place. Please agree. I have an original unexpired identification with my name on ID, and I'll be able to produce at the time of my appointment. That's my that's the way I talk. And then you have a different appointment for loan signing, different landing page for loan signing. I'll look this up here. So this goes to my existing website. This is not what it was back in the day, but this is currently what it looks like, oddly enough, right? This is why I'm closing my Calendly account after 6 years. I'll take you through just to show you how long I've been doing this, right? Here's another telltale sign. Is there any additional information that would be helpful for your appointment, such as parking security gate codes and whatnot? And then we have the payment terms. This is like vintage me. And there are more than a handful of notaries who have copied this straight up without any type of acknowledgement, any type of credit. And that's fine. That's okay. It actually makes me happy to see that people have copied that, because that was my original plan, for people to do that, for people to implement more of a business strategy into their notary industry. So why am I saying this now? Because for the last year, I've been building Hey Sabrina AI. That means a scheduling apparatus, which I would have to pay, every year, and it was very limited in what it could do. You see, Calendly is good, but it's not as good as it could be, because Calendly was built not for service professionals. The, Calendly was designed for scheduling meetings. Now, it helped because for something like a notary business, essentially what you're doing is just scheduling or coordinating a meeting between two individuals. We simplified it so much to the point where booking an appointment became just as simple as scheduling an appointment. Where you're going to meet and what time you're going to be there. Those two important data points was the catalyst for building a incredibly remarkable, sustainable, successful business. Where are you going to meet and when? What time you want us to come? It really came down to those two data points. I know it's something that many notaries still to this day they can't even grasp that you could book any appointment just with those two questions. Instead, they ask all these unnecessary questions like, "What's your name? Why do you need to tell someone your name? Does that have any relevance to you exercising or fulfilling this appointment, this signature? Why would you want to know where they're going to meet or their specific address?" See, what we would ask is, "What city do you live in? What city do you live in? Is it Oakland in this case? Is it somewhere in the East Bay, or this is a different region of the Bay Area? Or if it was San Francisco Peninsula, South Bay, these are just different regions." I can go back to this main landing page here, and this just so you guys know, I'm not playing around. This landing page was responsible for the Notary on Automation entire course. So let me show you. Let me show you. Just because Calendly has recently rolled out a lot of different features that, let's go to analytics here. See, I haven't used this in over a year because I've migrated all my information to Sabrina. So you're going to get no information on these, right? Last 30 days. But let's do all time. Do they have that? Let's go all time. Let's go. Let's go 20. Let's go. Let's just type it in. Let's do January 1st, 2020. Let's go. Even though I think I started it before or a little bit after that, but let's go to December 31st, 2024, which is, we've already launched Sabrina at that point. Valid end days required. Let's do 30th. Let's go right here. This is July 30th. Let's do wow, 22. Oh, let's use the toggle. I guess it's not working. Oh, you can't go. Oh, you can't go back that far. Look at that. Interesting. You can only go back a couple years, I guess. Okay. Yeah, and we'll go. We'll go all the way till today. No, we'll go because I know I definitely stopped using Calendly after. Let's go January. Let's go December 31st. Wow. So it's not really going to make sense because I guess they don't show all of the analytics from that time. Let's go. Let's go last year. Let's see what happens. Okay. Look, we got some data here. Okay, so for the all right, so we got some data here. Now, what do these numbers actually mean? So we can customize this. Okay, all right, we'll use all of these. So what does this mean? So we don't. This is just the last 365 days, and like I'm telling you, after about so if you look here, after after we launched Sabrina officially on December 21st, 2024. So we had already started to wind down in terms of the events. I started directing people to the test site, which is Sabrina AI, which is Calendly, which is scheduling. It was a automated phone service, and the lead generation all molded under one roof. So that eliminated the need for Calendly instantly, and it also eliminated the need for the professional email, and it also eliminated the need for the phone service. So three things just completely consolidated into one. So we got the most popular events was, that's not surprising. City of Oakland, 1 or 2 signatures. Oh yeah, most events were these 5 minutes events. These are complimentary calls. Let's see if we can show. No, we can't show it. So these are all the. Every event was 1 minute. Most people booked appointments on Tuesdays and Thursdays. These are all the same. But Calendly started implementing some of this analytic information, which I thought was great. I thought it was fantastic. By that time, I had already started looking for its replacement, and I found it. But like I was saying, Calendly was not designed for what for how we were using it. It worked. We made it work, but that's not how. That's not. And I studied Tope Alatana, who is the founder of Calendly. I studied what question he was answering when he created Calendly. It was very fascinating, right? And that helped me to help Sabrina AI. Right. So I want to show you. Let's go to the admin center. Look at billing. I paid for back. I've had Calendly ever since 2020, 21, 22, 23, and I not just one account. I have two accounts. I have two Calendly accounts, two professional accounts. See, most people who have Calendly right now, most notaries who have Calendly right now, they don't even have the paid account, right? I'm still on the grandfather account. This is when it was called the Pro. What's the difference? Well, number one, you can take off the branding, which is important because you want to make sure that it's integrated within your notary brand. I know that may not seem like something that's obvious to many people, but you want that to be, you want your company's information everywhere, not someone else's company. And then also, you can do billing. You couldn't actually process payment. So that's how I know that when I look at somebody who's using Calendly and they have the Calendly logo plastered all over the place, and then they don't have the payment gateway. That's how I know they're not even. That's how I know that it's not being used, or they're definitely not using it to its most, um, you know, maximum benefit. But needless to say, this is all done now. I'm getting ready to cancel this account, and it's over now. This is the end of an era. Calendly has been fun. It was a wild ride. You guys have definitely been um, useful. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to change my plan. It says I'm on a legacy plan. Let's go back and say, you see that? This plan don't even exist anymore. They don't even sell this plan no more. Let me go back. Change plan. They said, I'm on a legacy plan. Calendly has launched new plans, but you've kept your legacy plan as an existing customer. If you change your plan, you won't be able to return your legacy plan pricing. That's how long I've been rocking with them. It's over, man. It's been great, but it's time to move on. I've been moved on, right? I've already moved on. Downgrade, plan. It says switch to the free plan. They don't even want you to leave, but I'm going to cancel my plan for good. I'm going to remove all of my credit cards and call it quits. This is the end of an era. Uh, I'm also now saving an additional what's that, $288 a year. So I just gave myself a $288 raise by eliminating Calendly. For all the people who I told to use Calendly, it's still a great service. It's still a great plan, but you can solve many of what Calendly does with Sabrina. Sabrina is the go-to software for notary publics, hands down. There's zero question about it. Everything that Calendly can do, Sabrina can do it even better. And there's also integrated phone. See, Calendly wasn't designed for businesses. It was designed for meetings, and it's very good at it. It's amazing. It's outstanding at it. It does a great job. It's not a $1 billion company for nothing. But for us, no longer serves its purpose. All right. This says delete the information with specific righties. I'm actually going to delete my information. I'm going to cancel my account, delete my account. There it goes right here. Delete your account. Go to security. You can delete your account in account settings. Go here. All right. Yep. This is it, y'all. This is it. Delete an account. They're going to send me a code to my email address, and then that'll be it. Select the reason for deleting an account. Let's see. I want to pull it up so you guys can't see my email address. All right. 813. Select the reason. It says I no longer need it. I found a better tool. The product doesn't work to do what I do. I face my change. So you can say found a better tool. That's the real reason. Okay. I was Very satisfied with Calendly. Thanks. Let's delete. Your account getting deleted. Push up and cancel. Boom. That's it, guys. So if you guys want to learn more about what I've used since deleting my account and I've slowly weaned myself away from Calendly, then let me know. Calendly again is still a great product. If I didn't have Sabrina, then I would use Calendly, no doubt. It's for sure a top tier product. But again, it wasn't made for businesses. It was made for people who schedule meetings, and they are very strong in that area. But for businesses, for notaries, for what we do, there's a better product out there. And I believe I found it. If you've listened to this video so far, you got to the end of it, then I'm going to thank you. Don't, you know, eliminate yourself from more of this information, or don't be afraid to share this information if you know another notary who's looking to grow their side hustle. Right now, with the time that we're living in right now, is even more important than ever that you control your own business and that you have some type of foundation that you own, not just a job. Until next time, guys, consider subscribing, consider hitting that thumbs up button if you like the content. Talk to you guys later.